Splash Express Car Wash and auto body repairs from Unique Body Paint and Repair. Log on to set up your account now
at FergusFallsDeals.com.
It's Morning Talk on News Talk 1250 KBRF, brought to you by Pioneer Care and Fergus Falls Monument Company. Now, here's Mary Dolan and Dave Bishop.
Wrong button. Good. It's a Monday, but it's a Thursday.
It's been Monday all week, hasn't it?
It's. I think it's because the thermal decline. It's cold, and so it just kind of messes with your brain. You forget that you just recorded the intro to tomorrow's Where to Eat and forgot to put it back into programming.
Yeah. Well, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Well, anyway, here it is. We are on a Thursday already, and I think I say this every week, but I feel like the week just goes by so fast. Sometimes Monday can drag on a bit, and then all of a sudden, poof, I feel like we're nearing the end of the week again.
For me, it's Thursdays that drag because I'm trying to get everything. I've got so much programming I got to get ready for the weekend, and I normally start that on Thursday, and so it's just like one thing after another thing and after another thing. And then I look at the other stuff that just came in that I got to get done. And so for me, it's Thursdays that seem to drag.
Okay. Well, you know what? I honestly don't think I have a day of the week that drags. I just feel like the day starts and it's off to the races and poof, it's dinner time.
Yeah, my Mondays are so full of meetings. I guess they kind of drag, but
Ew.
it's
yeah,
just
that
meeting
would drag,
after meeting.
All right. Yeah. Well, anyway, and we are we're into December now.
Yeah.
And when the weeks go by this fast, we are talking about 20 days, right?
Yeah.
Are we on the 4th or 5th today?
We're on the 4th, and so we got 3 weeks to the 25th.
Okay, so 3 weeks is still a long time if you haven't started your shopping, so fear not.
I'm thinking about starting.
Okay, well,
I've given it thought.
I think that's good. I think that's good that your brain is in gear.
Yep.
You have a really good sense for what you need, though, I think.
Yeah.
And you do like some gifts that are sort of annual gifts, which is great.
Yep. Makes it easy.
It does make it easy, and it's something that the recipient always looks forward to, too, this being Jen. She loves that gift.
She absolutely loves what I give her.
I know she
it just
does.
kind of switches up.
I think of Jen so often because she loves practical gifts.
Yeah.
And I just got the most practical gift, and I think of her when, you have to tell her this, I think of her when I use it. Because
Is it a cleaning supply?
It is. And
she loves to clean.
I do too. And I am the vacuum queen. And I know that Jen, a good vacuum is important to her.
Yep.
And I just got, my daughter had this, and I loved it. And I said, if you're ever looking for a gift idea for me, that is it. Anyway, it's a Shark cordless vac.
Yeah, my parents have one of those.
It is so great. And then you can just take off the, like the power brush head.
Yeah.
And then there's one set of tools that are all hooked together that you can get into crevices. In my house, I've got a bunch of runners for rugs. And it's just so nice to run over those rugs and then get, those areas under the sink and under your counter. And I don't care who you are or what you're eating. I don't think you can sit at the counter and eat anything without some crumbs getting down beneath the chair. I think it's not possible.
Yeah.
So this is perfect for that, and it's always at the ready. It's just great. I love it.
I remember my first Valentine's Day with Jen. I got her a vacuum, and my parents thought I was an idiot.
I remember that.
And I'm like, it's what she needs. She needs a good vacuum.
Well, I do too. And there is no shame in getting a vacuum.
She said it was the greatest gift ever.
See, I totally agree. But this one is so handy, and I like handy because I'm kind of fussy.
Yeah.
And so this is just so easy to take out quick. And then if you've got something this fall, remember when all the Asian beetles or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
They were everywhere.
Oh, they suck that up real quick.
Yeah, oh my goodness. I didn't have them at my house, but somebody who lives out in the country, they were just inundated with them. And they had this. They took that power brush head off
Yep.
and just went, zzz, and they just sucked them all up. And I thought, okay, that is the vacuum for me.
Yeah.
And I know I'm sounding just a little too enamored with a vacuum, but
It's a good vacuum. Like I said, my parents have one of
love
those
to
sharks.
clean. And that is a good, I love it. It works in so many of my rooms that were hard to get to before. And especially I've got a lot of rugs. And
Especially stairs.
yeah, stairs, great for that. Oh, it's good. So if you are looking for a good gift idea and you've got someone who loves to clean or someone who's practical in what they want, I asked for practical things.
Yeah.
Or I didn't ask for them. I guess when asked for a list of any things, I don't really make a list, but I put that and a backpack, a computer backpack. Those are the two things, and I think they're both pretty practical. I saw the one you had, and that's what made me.
Oh,
say,
I absolutely love my.
I know you do.
My laptop backpack. And
those are the two things that were on my wish list.
our new regional manager, Chris, he also has one almost exactly like mine.
That's a great backpack.
It works absolutely perfect for
And,
toting around your laptop.
Yeah, and you know what? Just about all of us have a laptop that we drag around. And currently, I have it in kind of a briefcase thing, and it's not. I don't love it.
Yeah.
Plus, it didn't last very long. It sort of ripped out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
But yeah,
that was the other thing.
The Swiss Gear one I've got, I absolutely love.
Yep, that's a great brand too.
And Chris has also got a Swiss Gear one, and we also have one for our sports team that's a Swiss Gear that works really, really good.
Okay, so there's another good idea.
Yep.
You're welcome.
But
I think we're, because just about everybody has a laptop.
It's kind of funny though, because we mentioned Jen and her love of cleaning, and she'd have like a day off, and I'd see her on her knees scrubbing. I'm like, why are you scrubbing the hardwood? We can Swiffer it. We've got a Roomba. We can do that. She goes, no. We need to make sure it's clean. And I'm like, that's like the
Girl
difference
after
between
my own heart.
That's the difference between like guys and girls.
Yeah.
She's down there scrubbing. I'm like going, you don't need to scrub. We're fine.
Yeah. I'm with you. But there is something so rewarding when you're done. And for me, and usually for Jen, maybe when she's cleaning, she's home alone. And it's easy. Nobody in your way.
Well, before we always had Jack. Jack would walk through it all the time. It's like,
no, you don't have Jack. I'm sorry
so
about that.
he would just kind of walk all over everything.
It's different when you have pets too.
Yeah.
She's and she's one of those people that wants to keep ahead of the pets. And anyway, there's a couple of ideas if you're searching for something. But I've had so many good experiences shopping right here in Fergus Falls. So even if you're listening this morning from the surrounding area,
Come into Fergus and shop.
Come into Fergus Falls, because we've got some really fun little boutiques, and I got 2 really weird size gifts, and they would have been really terrible to wrap, but not at this store. I just say, and I didn't even ask, and they're like, would you like these gift wrapped? I'm like, I sure would. And so I didn't even have to gift wrap. I mean, it's just the greatest.
I would have been
So
like,
come shop.
please, for the love of
Yeah.
everything, please make it look nice. I am not the best rapper.
Well, I am down to, I think there's 3 things that I didn't have boxes for to wrap, but otherwise I'm all wrapped already. So I'm in good shape.
Jen was laughing because her birthday is in October, and I got her, one of her puzzles, and so I had that kind of off in the other room, but she was in kind of her living room, and in the closet in the living room is where we keep all the gift bags. So she sees me walk in, grab a gift bag, grab some little wrappy stuff, and then walk back out, and then walk back in with her present. She goes, you could have just given it to me. You didn't need to go through all the work of doing that.
No, it's nice that you wanted to make it look like a gift.
Yeah.
So that's good. I like that. Well, anyway, so hopefully we're helping with some of your gift-giving snaggles.
Yeah.
And, I always like to get, especially my grandkids, the stuff they want.
Yeah.
Not necessarily something they might need, but, I want it to be the fun gift. This is what they really are going to use and what would they really like. So, anyway.
Speaking of what they need versus what they want, every year Jen gives the 2 older boys ice picks, for ice fishing.
Ah. Yeah.
And they're like, we've got the ones from the last 3 years, but do you use them?
Oh, okay.
But they do a lot of ice fishing, and so it's good to have those ice
We have
picks.
kids that do a lot of ice fishing too, so that's always. And you know what I found out is that ice fishing tackle is very expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
But you have to
that's-
remember, ice, not just ice fishing tackle, but the gear and the summer stuff is not meant to catch the fish. It's meant to catch the fishermen.
Oh, and it does, and it does. And I help support that. So anyway, we've got hunters and fishers at our house, so there's always something that needs to be added to the pile. All right. Okay, there was an interesting thing. I'm going to see if I can bring it up here. An interesting thing that I saw on Facebook this morning. Well, actually, this was yesterday. And this is that Kendall Qualls, who is running for governor in Minnesota.
Yep.
And I thought he had interesting words with regard to everything that is happening and just exploding in Minneapolis with regard to the Somali population. So I thought it was worth a listen. It's pretty short.
And then reject that citizenship and the notion of free market enterprise.
Okay, I'm going to see if I hope
That get their host nation.
sorry about that. I thought I had, oh, here we go.
This video is for Somalis that reside in the state of Minnesota, and specifically for Somalis that want to remain Somali and not American. My name is Kendall Qualls. I'm a candidate for governor running to represent all Minnesotans as a Republican in the next election cycle. Next year, we're going to celebrate the 250th anniversary of this great nation. And over the course of that time, millions of people from around the world have been eager to call themselves American citizens. And over the course of that time, they've made this nation a better nation, a stronger nation, a safer nation in their own communities. But quite frankly, my friends, we don't feel like we've been getting that from the Somali community here in Minnesota. Now, if you want to come here and live here as Americans, we welcome you. But if you want to come here and stay as Somalis, what that, my friends, has never happened in the course of American history, where a people have rejected their host nation, taken advantage of their privileges and their generosities, and then reject that citizenship and the notion of free market enterprise, their loyalty to this nation. That's never happened. And it will not happen as we move forward. In the next election cycle, I'm going to petition the Justice Department to ensure that we have the safest and the fairest election in the history of this state. No more fraud or accusations of fraud, because we're not going to be the generation that lost Minnesota. We're going to be the generation that saved it.
Okay. Wasn't that well done? I liked what he said. Going to be the generation to save Minnesota. I hope that's true. I hope that's possible.
I hope it's possible, too.
Yeah, because it's far gone, let me tell you. Tom Homan had a bit that I saw on Facebook this morning, too. And he's not backing down. But there is actually the police chief in Minneapolis, who is a Democrat, shocker, has told people to call 911 if ICE comes to their neighborhood.
Really?
So he's calling 911 on ICE agents. And this is the police chief
It's ridiculous.
in Minneapolis. This is what that city has come to, has been allowed to become
Yep.
under the leadership of Governor Walz. And he has not taken 1 ounce of responsibility for anything.
Nope.
And
It's always somebody else's fault.
okay, will he, through all this, will he actually be able to run again?
Yep.
Do you think?
I think he will, and I think he'll be reelected.
Oh boy, I tell you what, Minnesota is dumber than I gave them credit for.
Because so many people, especially down in the cities, vote letter, not person.
I guess. Did you see that Mike Lindell has filed the paperwork?
Oh, he just needs to go away.
I don't know that he is a strong candidate.
He's not.
I mean, I like the guy. I like what he stands for. I like what he says. I just think that whole deal, when he was calling out the voting machines and all that sort of thing, I think that sort of backfired on him. And I think he's kind of looked at as kind of the super right crazy guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see.
Especially with there being so many good candidates in right now. Why throw your hat in?
There are quite a few.
There
too.
are quite a few great candidates.
This Kendall Qualls, the things that I've heard, I would love to sit down and visit with that guy.
Yeah, Kendall Qualls. You've got Lisa Damith. The other woman, I'm just blanking on her name, but she's really good as well.
I haven't followed it enough to know how many are, have thrown their hat in the ring. But boy, I sure hope and pray there's somebody who could beat Tim Walz.
Yeah.
If he backed out, let's just say, hope against hope. If he backed out, who would be next?
Who would be next?
Who would they run?
Who would they run on the Democrat? I'm guessing. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. I can picture him.
Could it be worse? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not good. Anyway, I just hope, and I know a lot of this fraud has been, and not only the fraud, but where the money is going to Somalia, and they have been investigating this like since 2018. And we're talking 7 years, really, and we've not had anybody tossed in jail for this yet. I just, it makes me skeptical, but I do love that the national news is actually covering all of the fraud and what is going on in the state of Minnesota. This is not just a Facebook article anymore. This is national news, and it's everywhere. I'm Tim Walz. I guess in Minnesota, he's probably fine walking around Minneapolis. But, yeah, I don't see him looking forward to coming to the Minnesota fishing opener, that's for sure.
Well, he's had to run from the last couple. I mean, I think the last fishing opener, he just...
I don't think he even went, did he?
I think he did the banquet, or not the banquet, but the media thing, and then left. He didn't get the vote. That's the day before.
Okay.
And I think he did the day before stuff and left, and because he had, quote unquote, prior commitments.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you don't know when the fishing opener is going to be.
Yeah.
Like a year beforehand.
Oh, boy. Well, anyway, that is, it's interesting, and it's sad as a Minnesotan. I'm sure you feel like this, too. Sad as a Minnesotan to watch the news every day.
Yeah.
And to think what has been able to happen under Governor Walz's leadership. I mean, I think that's where the buck stops, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know Jordan Rasmussen has been on Fox News over and over and over again talking about this, and I'm just grateful that he's standing his ground and going to follow up on this and keep his constituents up to speed on what's going on at the Minnesota State Capitol. Well, let's see what else we have for you today. Mexico's federal government, they proposed a reform to cut the work week from 48 to 40 hours. So they were at 48. And they're not going to reduce their pay or their benefits.
Wow.
That sounds like a pretty good deal. The Pentagon's Inspector General found Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth violated department rules by sharing sensitive military details in a private Signal chat.
They need to get rid of Signal.
I think so. And these guys really, honestly, use your head. Don't do anything on a personal phone if it has anything to do with policies and anything related to the Pentagon.
Because that Signal app is what they sent the reporter that one time.
Right, exactly. Think how many times you've sent a text to the wrong person.
Yeah.
Yikes! You send some classified information. Anyway, yeah, put your phone down. All right, coming up on 9:30, break for the markets. We're back with more on Morning Talk.
Back with more Morning Talk with Mary Dolan and Dave Bishop. Brought to you by Pioneer Care and Fergus Falls Monument Company. After the markets on News Talk 1250 KBRF. Depend on it.
Sharpen herbicide takes your burn down up a notch, going from burn down to
3 to 5 times faster burn down.
From strict tank mix limitations to
awesome tank mix compatibility.
And from controlling some weeds to
controlling more than 80 of the toughest broadleaf weeds.
Including mare's tail.
Including mare's tail.
Because if it can't control mare's tail, it's pretty much just fancy water. So
sharpen up your burn down
with Sharpen herbicide, powered by Kixor technology from BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
Find out why the markets are moving. Get in-depth ag information with the Red River Farm Network on News Talk 1250 KBRF. Depend on it.
Market update time here on the Red River Farm Network. I'm Tyler Donaldson. Grains markets trading mixed here to start out the day. Soybeans slightly higher, soybeans and corn slightly higher, wheat slightly lower. Abbott Futures owner Roy Abbott says the corn sector is trading higher today on strong export numbers, while the grains in general are watching South American weather.
We don't have a lot of new news here this morning. We had a catch-up on the export sales report from the USDA this morning, and they look pretty darn good to me on corn. We also had some daily export sales to Mexico and Colombia, so I would say the export side of the corn market is still performing extremely well. I'm a little surprised we didn't get more reaction to it, but it's early in the day, and I think the corn market's going to hold together pretty good. The weather in South America continues to look okay. We do have some forecasters that think that we're going to turn a bit warm and dry in Argentina, and there's some spots in Brazil that are a little on the dry side.
Cattle markets starting out the day strong.
A week ago on Monday, we opened a limit down on talk about Tyson closing a couple of plants, and the next day we were down a little bit, closed higher, and we've been nothing but up ever since. We're 15, 16 bucks off that low, so it certainly appears to me that the concern about the closure of the packing plants on the part of Tyson is not something that's going to be terribly important until we get further down the road. They're not closing those plants until January, and the value of the cutout values have stayed pretty darn strong. And
you are listening to the Red River Farm Network.
North Dakota
Don't miss North Dakota Farmers Union's historic state convention, December 12th and 13th in Bismarck. NDFU members will elect a new president to lead the organization into its 99th year. There will be everything from educational speakers to prize giveaways, policy debate, a tailgate party, youth convention, and more. Register now through the NDFU app or online at ndfu.org.
We're number one. We're number one.
The Pioneer brand Vorseed Endless Corn Team beat DeKalb Smart Stacks and VT4 Pro.
They scored a 7.1 bushels per acre average yield advantage across more than 24,000 comparisons.
They're coming this way.
Woo! We crushed corn rootworm.
How'd you guys do it?
3 modes of action, baby.
How'd you clobber those weeds?
Herbicide flexibility, yeah!
Another winning season.
Plant the 100th season of Pioneer. Visit pioneer.com/rootworm.
Thanks to the American farmer for putting food on the plate, clothes on our back, and fuel in our tank. Your work is measured in acres, not hours. The Red River Farm Network is here to deliver farm news, markets, and weather information to the best farmers in the business. From Rugby to Benson and Roseau to Aberdeen, the Red River Farm Network covers agriculture. Go online to rrfn.com to find your local Red River Farm Network radio station. Podcasts are also available online at rrfn.com, iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify.
Red River Farm Network is your go-to source for farm news, markets, and weather. Trust Don Wick, Tyler Donaldson, Jamie Dickerman, and Drew Lerner, delivering the information that impacts your bottom line. We're the Red River Farm Network, and we're reporting agriculture's business.
30 years of reporting agriculture's business. Red River Farm Network.
Checking quotes, March wheat Minneapolis is 3 cents lower to 5.73 1/4. Chicago March wheat's 1 3/4 lower to 5.36 1/2. KC hard red winter wheats 3/4 cent down to 5.28 3/4. December corn up 2.5 to 4.34. January soybeans 1 1/4 higher at 11.17. January canola in Winnipeg 7.70 per metric ton lower to 621.50 Canadian. On the cattle side, December live cattle are $1.52 higher to 220.47. January feeders up 3.25 at 335.10. December hogs are 40 cents higher at 80.95. Reporting agriculture's business, you are listening to the Red River Farm Network.
Previously on the Under the Hood Show. When I was a kid, I had a chance to get a chemistry set.
I got
Only
the
I'd have
chemistry
known.
set, and I started experimenting with the baking soda and the vinegar thing, you know, and how cool that was. And of course, you know, I had to overdo it like I do
Right.
everything, and I got it on a little bigger level, and I got in a lot of trouble, and we had to buy new carpet for the living room. It was not good.
You should listen to the Nordstrom's Under the Hood Show with the Motor Medics right here, KBRF, 1250 a.m. every Saturday at 10 a.m.
It's FCS playoff time in Fargo.
A perfect, undefeated Missouri Valley Football Conference season for NDSU.
Be a part of the journey to the national championship right here. The Bison battle the Illinois State Redbirds this Saturday.
Touchdown, Bison!
Our coverage begins at 11 on your home for Bison football. The Pioneer Seeds Bison Sports Network from Learfield.
KBRF presents Where to Eat, the culinary adventure, sponsored by Dandelion and Burdock and Service Food in Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Zach Daniels.
And I'm Dave Bishop, your guides to the region's culinary treasures.
Join us as we explore various restaurants, uncover delicious meals, and highlight each restaurant's signature dish.
Experience diverse cuisine types, unique atmospheres, and must-try dishes. Check it out on KBRFradio.com and the Fergus Now app.
New episodes air every first Friday of the month. Where to Eat, powered by Dandelion and Burdock and Service Food of Fergus Falls.
New selections are arriving every week at Cora's Closet and Home. Top brands, lightly worn, always priced to fit your budget. From cozy sweaters to sparkly holiday wear, you'll find something you love. Cora's Closet and Home, downtown Fergus Falls in Riverfront Square.
News Talk 1250 KBRF. Listen anytime, any place. Fergus Now app on your phone and KBRFradio.com. And of course, KBRF Radio on YouTube, but that's where you can watch us and see us all in our glory. As
I don't know if we call it glory, but...
the air quotes go up. But forecast today, 20, mostly cloudy, a little bit of snow tonight into tomorrow. 15 for our low tonight, which is definitely better than our low last night. 25 for Friday's high, 9 for Saturday's high, back down to 15 below on this Saturday night, 4 above Sunday, 4 below Sunday night, 23 some snow on Monday. Currently sitting at the Donut and 21 below. Morning Talk brought to you this morning and every morning by our good friends over at Pioneer Care and at Fergus Falls Monument Company.
All right. You and I, we've been talking about holidays, and of course it's just around the corner, and I'm madly texting ideas and getting ideas. I've got, like, 2 people left to kind of buy for.
Okay.
Other than that, everything is done, but they're the hardest ones,
Yeah.
So, but I think I've been getting some good ideas and had a couple of reveals in the middle of the night when I'm not sleeping. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea.
Now, I got a question for you. Speaking
Okay.
of holidays,
All
my
right.
dad brought this question to me yesterday, and I didn't know how to answer it.
Okay.
And it's a lot of people bring in treats for the holidays.
Okay.
I know my mom usually does a nice little tray, but when people make these trays, a lot of times there'll be a lot of different things, but some of the things that might be included in these trays, like fruit cakes or rum balls, have a little bit of alcohol in it.
Oh.
Now, my question to you, is that something you should bring to work, or is that something you should just, not bring, or maybe put a little note, hey, there might be a little alcohol in these?
My guess is when you say little bit, it's minuscule.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get drunk off them.
Yeah, in a whole batch of rum balls, I have no idea.
I've never made them.
Look it up. Me neither. But my guess is it would be a relatively small amount. I mean, you can only add so much liquid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you might be talking about a few tablespoons.
But there's some people who can't have alcohol for religious reasons, or some people who can't have it for medical reasons.
Maybe. Well, maybe that's a good idea. Either leave that off, even if you make it for your own family. Maybe share it with people that you know are okay with that. Or if you do make it part of a tray and you bring it to your workplace, maybe you put, a little toothpick that has something on there that says contains a small amount of alcohol. And if they want to avoid it, then they can.
They could anywhere from a third to a cup of rum in a rum ball recipe.
Okay, that's more than I would have. That's more than I would have guessed.
This one says.
How many balls does that make? Does it say that?
Well, this one says each rum ball contains a third of a teaspoon of rum for grandma's rum balls.
Okay, so it just depends on how many of those rum balls you're going to eat. I don't know. I think it would take a lot of rum balls before you'd feel the effects of the alcohol, or maybe you never would.
I don't know. Like I said, I've never had a.
Do they get baked, or are they just? I don't know.
I don't know. I've never made them.
Me neither. So I mean, if they got baked.
But like fruit cakes and stuff that has a little bit of brandy in it.
Okay.
But then
yeah,
again,
maybe if you bring a tray like that, maybe you just indicate if you're going to a party where you don't know everybody, or if it's at work, and maybe there's some people that just would avoid it if they knew that. I don't know. It's probably a good idea to indicate that. Yeah,
but me personally, I would just leave them at home.
I would too. I think that's the safest bet, and then you don't have to worry about anything or offend anyone. I can't even believe I just said that, because we all have to worry about offending. But I just, if somebody were, for whatever the reason that they don't want to touch any alcohol, I certainly want to respect that. I guess that's
absolutely.
I'm not worried about offensive behavior, but I do want to be respectful.
Yeah.
So
I'm just kind of curious on your thoughts on it. And
yeah, I think so. I mean, I think there are some people that would definitely stay away.
Yeah.
I think they're few and far between, maybe, but good idea. If you're going to make them, share them with whoever in your house likes them, and skip the rest.
And if you do bring them in, ask maybe management first.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, every business is different.
Right, exactly.
I mean, we've had
so
Jello shots
is your mom? I know it's been kind of a busy fall for her. Do you think she's going to do some baking this
She
year?
might. It's still kind of up in the air.
I know. It's been very busy, and she's busy now with, every time there's, health-related things, and you become the caregiver, kind of.
Yeah. Well, she is the caregiver.
Yeah, and that takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. So if she weren't able to get to all those baked goods, boy, we sure would understand. Maybe we should bring her something this year.
Well, I think she might make a little one. I don't know. I don't know what's all.
Well, and we always love it, but certainly we understand if things are just too busy around the house to do any baking. I don't do Christmas baking just because we just can't have it around. Both of us kind of have sweet tooths in the evening after dinner. And it's better for me to have, I love those, I don't even know what, they're those round balls that are wrapped in different color. It's chocolate.
Lint.
Yeah, lint.
Yep.
Those chocolates. I love the dark chocolate.
I only know that because Miles, our operations manager, usually has a jar of them.
Oh, I wonder if he has any in there now.
He might. He's got a thing of candy.
Oh, I love those.
I just know that he usually has those.
Okay.
And so.
Well, I like that, but then you can take just one piece of that, and hopefully you can stop at one. I don't always, but but if I had baked goods around, oh man, I'd be digging in them all the time.
Yeah.
So it's better for me not to have those around, and I kind of don't take the time to do the baking. I might bake chocolate chip cookies because that's what my grandkids like. I know that's not really a Christmas deal, but speaking of the holidays, there's a new survey out there that shows that parents face constant questioning from curious kids during the holiday season. Now, I don't think, well, I shouldn't even say that. I kind of tuck the gifts away. Because they could be snooping while I'm not there.
I come from a long line of snoopers. My mom has been caught multiple times opening up presents underneath the tree using a little razor blade.
Are you kidding?
Oh, yeah.
See, I don't want to know. I want to be surprised.
I grew out of that fairly quickly. I'd have to say probably my lower teens. I was like,
Really?
I'm good. Yeah, I
Oh.
just, my parents know that they can have stuff sitting around, and if I know it's in the general area, I won't go there. I just.
I have, okay, so this is where my kids and grandkids come from. My daughter, when she was young, she had been known to take there was a lock on the door where the gifts were stored.
Mm-hmm.
She went so far as to disassemble the hinge and take the door off from the hinge side to get in to scout out the gifts.
I think my mom would do that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. So, I mean, so if I do have Snoopy grandkids, they got it from their mother. I never did that as a kid. We might have shaken a box or something, but I always wanted to be surprised, so I didn't want to know.
Yeah, it was just when I would have to say
still feel
probably
like that.
probably lower teens, like maybe 12, 13 is kind of when I went into the maybe even earlier than that. I just kind of stopped snooping.
Yeah.
My sister to this day will snoop.
Oh.
My
Well,
mom.
And then it's no fun when it comes to the unwrapping of the gifts. I mean, and just know this, kids. I know all the kids are in school, but I wish they knew this, that you're ruining the surprise of or the fun of your parents watching you open that gift.
Yeah.
So not only did they spend good money on it, but now you've stolen their reaction to watching you open it because you already know what it's inside. So, and any gift that kind of resembles something they've asked for, I for sure keep that hidden because I don't even want them to see the box until I bring it out and say, here, open this. Because, once they see the size of the box, then they think, oh, I know what that is. And I don't want them to know before Christmas. Yeah, I'm all over. I'm the Christmas girl. I love it. Anyway, 55% of these parents that were, talked to here, they said that they get just as excited watching their kids open gifts as the kids are to get the gift. I totally agree. Nearly all parents say they just love the gift opening chaos. So do I. The mess is unbelievable, but it's such a fun mess.
We always open presents over at my parents' house, and I do miss the fact that they don't have any cats anymore. I always loved it when you'd throw a wad of paper and then the cat would go after it.
Yep.
Yeah, that was always kind of fun, but they're without
so
kitty
how
cats.
do you do gift opening at your house? I mean, so here's how we do it at our house, and then you can be thinking about how you handle it. But we go, and it's just our immediate family, kids, grandkids. We go one at a time.
Yeah, it's kind of what we do.
Yeah, because everybody, we want to make sure that we see everybody open their gift. At least I do. But it's kind of fun to do that.
Yeah.
And it draws it out just a little bit. Otherwise, Christmas is, it takes you months to buy it, wrap it, and all of a sudden, poof, everybody's done.
We pretty much bring our presents over. We keep them underneath the tree at our house, and then we bring them over to mom and dad's, and then we'll eat dinner, and then we'll start handing out presents, and it's kind of go one by one, maybe two by two. It's slow. I mean, obviously you got to hand it out and open it up, and
34% said that they use decoy gifts to completely throw somebody off. I don't know exactly how you do that. Other parents, they disguise presents as something else. So if it's a small present, they wrap it in a big box, or...
Well, see, that's fun.
Yeah. Or they might put in one of those giant plastic bags that you can get, like, to put around a bike or something big. And then you could put something, you could stuff it with paper. I mean, there's lots of ways you can disguise a gift. That sounds like a lot of work, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, never mind. Okay. Anyway, talking about holiday gift-giving chaos. It's gift-buying chaos that is not so much fun.
Now, I remember one year, I can't remember if Luke did it to Isaac or Isaac did it to Luke. The brothers bought each other a gift, and they wrapped it in like multiple boxes and multiple duct tape. I swear they used an entire roll of duct tape. And it was just like, you know, it's kind of fun for like the first, I don't know, 4 layers, but after that, it's
after that, okay, stop.
we don't need a half hour.
Yeah, I would agree.
And then, of course, by the end, they're in a frenzy, and then it's like, you know, a pin or something.
We did this one year, too, and I can't remember what it was for. It may not have been Christmas. It might have been, I don't know, Easter or something. But you attach a string to a gift and put it where you want the ultimate location, the final location for the gift to be. And then you string that string all over the house and through things. And so then you give them the end of the string, and they have to follow it all the way through the house.
Did you miss the part where my wife's a clean freak? that would not go at our house.
Well, it was fun one time, but again, an awful lot of work.
Yeah.
So that was more fun when the kids were little, you know.
Our boys would leave it a mess.
15, 17, and 18, they don't want to follow a string anymore, you know.
No, they'd go to their present
and then
and
the
just
big
pull the
boys are
string.
23 and 26, also not wanting to follow a string.
Yeah.
So, all right. Okay, there is a Florida woman, so you can say only in Florida if you like.
Only in Florida.
Convicted for AI-generated a rape hoax.
Whoa.
And this was inspired by a TikTok challenge. So just here to tell
A
you
TikTok challenge for rape?
how far the TikTok challenges are going. Anyway, that's way too far.
Yeah.
And thankfully, she has been convicted. And there's another place where AI can really, really be awful. There is another TikTok challenge out there right now that is causing all kinds of trouble. And I don't know what they're calling it. It's like the door kick challenge or something like that. And so what they do, and it's usually young boys, middle schoolish age.
Because they're dumb.
And they come up to your door, and some of them, usually, they back up to it and they give it a swift kick or 2 or 3 backward toward your door, and then they run. So sometimes the doors are dented or broken, or sometimes they open, and then these kids run off. Well, kids, let's consider that a lot of people have those doorbells.
Oh,
and
yeah, ring cams.
cameras. Yeah. And you are probably on somebody's camera.
Vandalizing, breaking and entering.
And it is. It's vandal. You know, that's you'll be a vandal if you do
I mean,
this.
not just that, but if you're doing it and somebody's trigger happy, you can get shot.
Okay, so that is why they're saying that this is such a dangerous thing. And
Yeah.
there actually have been kids, young kids, middle school age, who have been shot and killed by the
Yeah.
homeowner. Because when somebody comes kicking in your door,
They're going to break in.
Right, and you're going to be there to save your home and your family. So ask your kids about TikTok challenges. Have the conversation that most of them are ridiculous, and a lot of them are dangerous.
I remember, I don't know, probably about 10 years ago now, all those creepy clowns in the middle of the night and doing that. Yeah, you know what ended that? A bunch of them got shot.
Yeah, exactly. You know, scaring people to death today is just not a very good idea, because so many people do own guns.
And have concealed carry licenses.
Yes, absolutely. And can you blame them?
No.
You know,
you don't know what's going on.
Well, it's crazy stuff that goes on, and you want to protect your home and your family. Okay, here is, I didn't know that they had these, a cat cafe.
Oh, those are all over.
Really?
A cafe with cats in it, and you just sit back, pet a cat, and have coffee?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, temporarily shut down following major flooding caused by, you guessed it, a cat. The cat's name is Roller. According to the cafe, flooding resulted from what they called a series of freak accidents involving Roller the cat, a towel, and a sink. Water from the upstairs cat lounge leaked into the downstairs cafe area. All cats remained safe during the incident, with some reportedly enjoying splashing around in the water. The felines are currently staying with previous foster families while damage is assessed. The Perfect Bean opened in August. Owners expect the closure to last about a week or so, possibly extending it to several weeks, depending on how long it takes.
A lot of the times, the cats in these cafes are like you get from the Humane Society. So, like, if you really like them, you can adopt them.
Oh.
And so, yeah, they're I don't think there's any around here, but I have seen and heard of them before.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that would not be a place that I would love to frequent.
Oh, I love cats.
Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike them, but I don't know that I would go to a place and sit in a lounge chair where it's full of cat hair. That just doesn't sound good to me.
Hey, see, if I want that, I've got that in my house.
Yeah, see, there you go. All right, and there was a Georgia man. He was bitten on his face and hands by a raccoon. They're mean.
Trash pandas.
Yeah, trash pandas. That later tested positive for rabies.
Oh.
Yikes. The man discovered the injured animal and wrapped it in his coat, holding it against his chest during an hour-long drive to a wildlife facility. The raccoon attacked him while driving. Yikes. Prompting him to return home and secure the animal in a blanket with duct tape before completing the trip. I think I'd let him out and just tell him, let her buck.
Oh, I've got
See how this turns out.
I've got one for you, though.
Yeah?
The mass burglar broke into a closed Virginia liquor store early Saturday and hit the bottom shelf where the scotch and whiskey were stored.
Oh,
the bandit was something of a nocturnal menace. Bottles were smashed, ceiling tiles collapsed, and alcohol pooled on the floor. The suspect acted like an animal because it was a raccoon.
Oh,
Saturday morning, an employee at Ashland, Virginia area liquor store found the trash panda passed out on the bathroom floor at the end of its drunken escapade. Saying, I personally like raccoons, said the officer who works at the local animal control. They're funny little critters. He fell through the ceiling tile and went on a full-blown drunken rampage.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's the funniest thing ever is the photo of the raccoon passed out next to the toilet.
That's great.
So they went in, they removed it, put it in the shelter, it sobered up, and they released it into the woods. But just the drunken rampage of the raccoon.
Gosh, my goodness. They can get in.
And they're mean.
They are mean, so.
But yeah, trash panda.
Yeah, trash panda. Do you want 2 questions? We have time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How many candles are lit throughout the 8 nights of Hanukkah? I wouldn't have a clue on this.
8?
44.
Oh.
8 nights. I don't know how many there are. Anyway, here's a softball. What soft drink company adopted Santa as their spokesman in the 1930s?
Ah, yes, because every photo of him is actually generated from their advertising campaign, and that would be Coca-Cola.
That's right. All right. I always know how easy it is when I know what the answer is.
I can't remember if it was Macy's or Bloomingdale's. One of them created Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I think it was Macy's.
Macy's?
Yeah, I think so.
For an ad campaign.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure about that, but I think it was Macy's because they date way, way back, I think into the 30s too. So,
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up another week. So,
wow.
Yeah, I know. Thank you for joining us. Our show today and every day is brought to us by Pioneer Care and by Fergus Monument Company. Hope you have a great weekend. We'll talk again on Monday.